Hi, John. Good evening. You're the first person to come online. Okay, the top three persons, I'll be reviewing your application for you. The top three persons, like the first three to join this call. So I've seen John. The next and the other person, please, can you type your name on the chat box? Type your name on the chat box. So the first three persons, I'll be reviewing one of your grant applications for coming early. Saint Jalius. Okay. Are you in the WhatsApp group? Okay, Joseph Winner. So, John, you said that's why you came early. Okay. So, we're going to be waiting for some minutes. Let's see how many people can join the call before 6:05. We'll be starting by 6:05. So if you're in the WhatsApp group after this call, you can send me a DM. So I'll take note. So who is the third person to join? Can you write your name on the chat box? You're welcome. You're welcome. We are three now, so the third person should type his or her name. Because the first three people, I'll be reviewing your applications free. Free. Your grant application. Stanley Emeka. Okay. Okay. So we are waiting for extra 2 minutes. So after the 2 minutes, I'm going to start. We are starting by okay, sorry, it's 7:05 in Nigeria. It's 6:05 here. That's when we are starting. So we still have 2 minutes to wait. Get your pen and paper because you'll be jotting down some points. You've gotten your pen and paper. So we are starting in the next 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. For those of you joining now, welcome to this call. We are starting in the next 1 minute. Yeah. Thank you for coming early. Okay, we are starting now. So, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome back to my channel. So, today we are going to be talking about grant writing, how to write grant proposal and how to win grants. So, this is the second part of this edition. For the first part, we talked about how to develop a bold idea, a winning idea. So this second part, we have so many things to talk about based on the area of concentration you guys requested for those of us in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, some people pointed out the places they needed to gain some trainings on. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. Exactly. I'll be talking about the things you guys pointed out. You wanted to learn about this, you want to learn about this. So first of all, we'll be talking about how to write a winning proposal. Those of you in my WhatsApp group, you are all aware that this year already I've gotten 2 grants this year. I got one last month and I got one just today. I mean, how is this possible? It's not a magic. So I'm willing to share the tips that I used that worked out for me. And last year I got several grants. For those following me on my LinkedIn page, you see where I posted a rundown of the stuffs I won last year. Same thing in 2021. So I'll be giving you guys the tips that I used that worked out for me and then explain to you how you're going to use it as well. So first of all, what is grant? What is grant? So grants are like a free money that you get maybe for your business or your academics or your non-profit. Depends on what the organization that is giving the grant, what's their intention, what's their mission. So it depends on what the organization want to fund. So some organization will give you grants for your studies, some will give you grants for your business, some will give you grants for your non-profit organization. So, but the grants are not repayable. You are not going to repay these grants. They are free. And not only that, they are free. You are not going to give them an equity in your business. If you are doing business, the organization that is giving you the grant will not request for an equity or a share in your company. That's why it is called grant. So it's not like an investment that some investors will tell you, okay, if I give you this money, I'll get 5% share in your company. So grant is not like that. It's entirely free. And there are several types of grants. Some grants are funded by government, like the USAID grants. Those are the government grants, some government of Canada, then some of the stuffs that the Nigerian government fund as well. Then we have the ones that other foundations and organizations give out these grants. So those organizations that give grants or NGOs that give grants, they are like how will I call it, like an investment vehicle. So their own mission is to secure large funding and give it to and split the money to other smaller organizations. So I know some organizations that do that. So what they do is they write proposal, they get grants, and they share it to other organizations. So these are mostly the type of grants we share in the WhatsApp group. Then we share some government grants as well. Then there are some business grants that are specified for just business related. Some grants are not for business. They will tell you it's for non-profits. If you are trying to make profit from it, then you are not eligible. So one thing is to read the criteria of the grants you are applying for. Then there are the grants for research. For research, some people will give you the money to go and do research. So most of the organizations that give research grants are like schools, universities. They give out research grants. Then there's the ones in the UK, forgotten the name. What they do is to give grants for researchers, PhDs, postdoctorates, master students, those that are going for research. They give you the grants. Then there are also the grants for those that are doing humanitarian projects. So a lot of areas of concentration. Some people are into education, some are into climate, agriculture, waste management, health. So these are, you need to read the requirements, the criteria of that grant before you know how to structure your application. Even if you're not doing something related to that, you need to find a way of structuring your application to match the criteria. That's one of the biggest mistake we make when applying for grants. We don't read the expectations of the grant or the requirements. You even need to go through the past winners and see the kind of project they're funding, so you know what you're proposing. You will not be proposing climate where they are funding education related stuff, or health. You are proposing climate, or you are proposing agriculture where they are supposed to fund energy. So you need to go through the profile and the requirements of the grant. So what are the components of grant proposal? If this organization asks you to submit any proposal, then these are the things you're supposed to put. I'm going to be saying it now. But if it's an organization that will ask you question, you answer. Maybe tell us how you started your organization in 200 words. What's the problem you're trying to solve in 500 words? If they ask you that type of question, then you answer according to that question. But if it is the one, you have to write a proposal and submit the proposal. So these are the components you need to include in your proposal. One is an executive summary. The executive summary is like an overview of the project or the business. Depends on what you are doing. If you are working on a project or a business or a non-profit, the first thing is the executive summary. Like, you summarize everything about the business, starting from the problem you identified, the solution. I talked about problems in the first class I held about this grant writing. I talked about how to identify problem. So in executive summary, you talk about the problem, the solution, the objectives, the expected impact. That is, what are the impacts you hope to achieve through this organization? If you have already started doing the business or the project, then what are the impacts you have achieved in the past, and what do you still expect to achieve in the future? And then, what are you requesting from them? Are you requesting funding? Are you requesting mentorship? Are you requesting for partnership? You know, include it. These are the things to write in the executive summary. Then after the executive summary, you talk about the problem statement. What do you intend to include in this problem statement? You include, use facts. Use facts. For example, you not come and tell me 500 million ladies suffer from period poverty. Where did you get the proof from? Where is your evidence? So you need to include data. World Bank reported in the year 2023 that 500 million ladies lack access to basic menstrual hygiene facility. Then you put the you quote World Bank, maybe Harvard style referencing or citation. You cite it, the source of your information. When they go online, they will see, oh yes, this is a verified data, this is a fact. You do not just get it from anywhere and put. The world generates 100 million, sorry, the world produce 100 tons of textiles annually, and 92 million tons end up in landfills. Where is the data from? earth.org in the year 2022 or 2023. When they go there, they will see, yes, this is actually the truth. So some of the things we make mistake is that you are telling them problems, but there is no evidence to back up your problem. There is no fact to back it up. So you have to back up your problem with real world examples and data, so that when they go online, they research it, they see, yes, this actually happened. If you're talking of flooding, when did the flooding happen? Was it recorded anywhere? If they go online, are they going to see it? Okay, in September 2022, flooding happened in so area. When they check the news, they will see, oh yes, this actually happened. Then after the problem, the next thing is the project goals and objectives. You have to set SMART goals. What do I mean by SMART? In capital letter, SMART, like it's an acronym. The S stands for specific. The M stands for measurable. The A stands for achievable. The R stands for relevant. and the T stands for time bound. So goals. Smart goals. So what are the goals? What are the objectives of the project? Let me give you an example of a smart goal. Okay, for this project, I'm giving you an example now. Maybe I wanted to train people in waste management. Okay, I will say for this project, I want to train 100 persons from the persons with disability home in Abuja. That's specific. I'm being specific now. For the S, I'm talking of the smart goals now. So for the S, I want to train 100 persons from the persons with disability home in Abuja. My specific location now is that the persons with disability home in Karomajiji in Abuja. The measurable, I'm training 100 persons. Now, achievable. How do I intend to do the training? I'll talk about maybe going there like once or twice in a week or in a month. Then, why is this training relevant? Maybe I'm trying to train them in waste management. The relevance now is that I'll give them data on the issues concerning waste pollution in that area and why it is important, maybe how it is causing public health crisis and why it's important to solve this issue. Then the time bound, I'll give them timeline. I'm intending to do this training from February 2024 or from February 2025, February 1, 2025 to July 31st, 2025. That's the time bound. I'm giving a time bound. I will not just say I want to train people. I did not put the time. I did not put the number of persons I intend to train. I did not give them the reason why this training is important. So that's the mistake some people make, and you apply for so many things and you don't get selected. You don't get feedback sometimes. So expected impact, you need to show measurable impact. Like if you are doing a training, put the number of persons you are training. If you are doing I don't know, depends on what you want to do. If you want to maybe build a borehole, renovate a school, refurbish a library or whatever, depends on your project. Give numbers is important. Numbers is important. You need to put the number of things you want to achieve. Then explain how you intend to measure the success of your project. You don't just do the project and leave it like that. How do you intend to measure the success of this project you want to do? How do you intend to measure it? You want to collect survey, maybe in the middle of the project, you can interview some people, ask them how they feel about the project. That's how to measure success. You can give out a survey, ask people to feel it. What do you feel about this? That's you are trying to measure the success. Now, another key element important in in application or project proposals, you need to give justification for whatever budget you're asking for. Let me give you an example. You will not come and say, like the project you're proposing is a small project and you're requesting for $500,000. Like, it does not justify. You need to put a reasonable amount that aligns with the project. If you need big money, you give a big proposal, a big project. So let the amount you're putting be something reasonable that fits into that project category. So it does not look like you're trying to extort or steal from them. Then the next thing is sustainability plan. How do you intend to sustain this project? These are the things you need to include. Even if you are submitting a proposal or you are answering questions in application, have these things at the back of your mind. Even if they did not ask you, write it for them. How do you intend to sustain this initiative after this? You want to, maybe you can say, okay, we'll be doing a follow-up, go from time to time to visit them to see how they are doing, or if they are implementing what we've taught them, or like just have a plan on how you want to sustain it. Let it not just be something you just do once and then it dies off like that. Have a plan for sustainability. If it is something you need to raise extra fund to continue the initiative, write it there. You want to use your grant writing skills to raise additional fund in the future to make sure that this initiative continues. It does not end after the funding period. These funders, they want to see your sustainability plan. They want to see that this initiative is very sustainable. When I got the the trash to cash challenge when I won the prize in 2023. That was the first money I won in USD. I told them that this initiative, I'm going to register it as an organization. It's not going to end in this stage. I will register it. And this is where I am today because of the sustainability plan I had for the initiative. When I did it first, my project, it did not have a name. I've not given it a name. I just did a project, participated in the competition. And when I won, they were interviewing me during the award ceremony. I told them, I want this to continue. I don't want to end it at this stage. For the fact that I won, it has validated my idea. It shows that what I'm doing is valid. And I'm not going to end it at this stage. So I'm going to continue it. I'll get it registered and I'll grow it. And today, I'm very proud of the step I took, because assuming I went back, oh, that competition has ended, I left it like that. That means I wouldn't have achieved anything today. But because of the sustainability plan, that's why I went far. So you need to have sustainability plan for all your initiatives. Then, when you are writing grants, highlight your organization experience, your past success. What have you done? Show them reason why you are the best candidate for this. Can I tell you that this grant I won today is just, last year it was just 2 winners in the whole of Africa. That was last year. And this year, in 2024, October, I was shortlisted that I should submit a whole lot of documents, like about 25 documents. They were too much about the organizations, about the organization, the governance, the policies and procedures, budget, meeting reports, like the past meetings we've had in my organization, the reports. The things were too much. They were too much. The budgets of my last 2 years, I'll put the budget, I'll put the project report of all the projects I've done. And thank God that I do write reports. Any project I do, I write reports, I document evidence, everything, the pictures, videos are there, the spendings, the budget, the receipt, everything are intact. I keep everything, so I document everything in the report. So they asked to put, I should put all these things, all these informations, and the list of funders, people that have funded me in the past, how much they gave me, how did I use the money, was there any balance, all these questions. And after the whole submission, I did an interview, and today I was selected. I don't know how many winners this year, but last year it was 2 winners in the whole of Africa. Last 2 years it was 3 winners in the whole of Africa. So I don't know how many winners this year. I know someone that did the interview also that was not selected. So what's the essence of you doing the project and keeping reports, keeping track, keeping record of everything you have done? It shows your credibility as an organization. So that's why they'll be able to trust you and say, oh, if I give you this money, that means you're going to implement a project with it. You're going to do what you said you would do. But if you don't have evidence of how you spent the past money you've gotten, if you do not document evidence, if you do not keep the report, others will be scared of giving you money, because they say, okay, maybe they'll give you this money and you will run away, you will not do the project. Do you understand? You will not do the project. So that's why you need to be accountable, you need to be credible, you need to be trustworthy in anything. Even if it's 5 naira you got, even if 5,000, 10,000, make sure you write reports, document how you use it. Then in your next application, attach the link to them, show them, okay, these people gave me this money, look at the thing I used it to do, look at what I achieved with it, put the evidence, put the link for them. They will go there and look at it and say, oh, that means we can trust you with this money. Then the next thing, okay, you need to summarize your key points and then just convince them. You want to get the money, right? You need to convince them. Know how you fine-tune yourself to make sure you are very, like, in a compelling way. So what are the common mistakes that that makes our grant applications to fail? Lack of clear objectives. When you don't have clear objectives of what you want to achieve with this money. Weak problem statements. You do not back it up with evidence, with proof, with statistics. You do not back it up. You are just telling them you want to do this thing. There is a problem, no evidence. If they go online, they can't find the problem. That means you want to scam them. Poorly structured budget. I talked about the budget. Some people will magnify the amount. Don't magnify the amount. Put the budget according to what you want to do. Ignoring the grant guideline. They said if you want to hide information from a black man, you put it in writing. And that thing is very true. It's so annoying when I share links in the group. Somebody will come and ask me, what is it all about? Or what am I supposed to do? I gave you the link. Go and do your research. Open the link. Read the criteria. Read the guidelines. The one that got me angry was someone asking me, where am I supposed to submit the application? Where will I submit? I can't find it. But I went to that link. I saw where he will submit. So why will you be asking me that question? It means you did not read it. Read the guidelines. If you did not read guidelines, you will make a lot of mistakes. I know some things I submitted, I didn't read it properly. After I submitted, I went back to read it, and I saw that I messed up in so many places. The format they said I should do the video, I didn't do the video in that format. There are some things they say you shouldn't include in the budget, and I went and included it. So I messed up full time. That was when I said, from today, I must read very well, even if like I must read. Overuse of jargons. If you are too learned, please, you need to bring it down when you're writing grants. Use simple English that everybody will understand, even a layman will understand. Don't come and showcase your intelligence in grants. It's not everybody that will understand all your big grammar, so simplify it. Those that don't have sustainability plan. Funders like to see your future plan, how you want to take this project, so you need to have sustainability plan. Submitting at the last minute. Don't follow me and do deadline. No. Don't follow me and do deadline. Everybody that knows me know that I'm doing last minute submission. It has favored me and it has brought a whole lot of issues on me. Yeah, it favored me in some aspects and it didn't favor me in so many other aspects. I know so many applications, I was still on the form and it closed. And it's because I was trying to do last minute submission. Last minute submission will make you make a lot of mistakes. Like, you make so many mistakes. So please avoid it. When you fail to show your impact, like I'm talking of the problems that makes our application not to be successful. If you do not show your impact, you do not have smart goals. I talk about smart goals. Then it may likely turn off the funders. They say, oh, this person is not serious. Weak supporting documents. Some grants will ask you for supporting documents. Put your CV, put your letter of recommendation, and you submit rubbish. It may make them to disqualify you. If you don't have CV today, better go and do a CV, strong CV. If you don't know how to do your CV, maybe you can send me a DM. Remember that we do some services. We are teaching for free, yeah. But if you want both the application review, CV, proposals, one-on-one training, mentorship, those ones are some premium services. So we charge some fees for that. So if you're interested in that, you can send me a DM. No proofreading. You finish writing, maybe you got some things from ChatGPT and you did not proofread. You know, ChatGPT will always put stars for you, and you carry it and submit like that. You're killing yourself. You need to proofread. There are some tools you can use to proofread some. Okay, I'll get to that place when we talk about the use of AI. I'll get to that place. So the next thing is, make sure the project you are proposing or the business aligns with the funders. Read the person that want to fund you. Like this one I got now is the one I got today is Climate Justice Impact Fund for Africa. I went through their profile. Okay, they needed stuffs related to climate justice. Check what they have funded in the past. That's a smart way to make sure that what you are writing aligns. In 2022, I did not win anything except one trip like that. I went to Enugu. That was the only thing I got, and then 100,000 naira in 2022. That 2022, what I was doing is, if I see a grant, I will not read anything about the requirements. I will not read. I will just use that my idea, that one idea that is in my head. I'll use it and apply for it. Anything I see, whether the thing is in agriculture, whether it's in health, whether it's in tech, any idea, like any section at all, I will just use that one idea. When I was in my shoemaking stuff and bag making, I'll use it and apply. And what did I get in return? Rejections. That was what I got in return. 2023, I said, okay, I'm going to re-strategize. I'm now a climate activist. I want to focus on climate. I started re-strategizing. And guess what? Throughout 2023, every month I was winning. Every month, sometimes two, three in a month. Because I did what? I was intentional about it. I re-strategized. I stopped applying for some things. If I look at this thing, it's not what I do, I'll leave it. If it is an idea I need to tweak my project to fit into this category, I'll tweak it. Some people that know me very well know that my project can fit into so many categories because of the way I do it. I tweak it to make sure it fits into this. If you're telling me about tech, I'll bring out the tech aspect of what I do and show you that part in my application. If it is about education, I will show you the education part. If it is about energy, I will show you the part related to energy and keep the other part. I won't put those other part that does not concern energy. If it is climate, I'll show you the climate aspect of it. If it is gender, I will show you the gender part. So make sure that what you are doing, like, I like encouraging people to put up ideas that fit into various categories. Don't just come and be straightforward like you're just in SDG 3. You cannot move from SDG 3. And I also link my initiative to the SDGs. If I'm writing a proposal, I will show you, okay, this particular thing will help us achieve SDG this, SDG that. How? I will explain how. And it worked for me when I started re-strategizing. It worked out for me. So you need to do that as well. Don't use one idea and apply for the whole thing. If it warrants you developing a new idea, I shared that when I got the Irina Teaching for Net Zero Award, I was not working in the energy sector. But because, okay, this is related to energy, and then I brought out the energy aspect of my project. I had to do that special project. I did not spend up to 30K in that project. I had to do it because of that application. And what did I get in return? I got a trip to Dubai. I got cash. I went to Dubai twice. A project that I spent only less than 30K, let me say 20K or 25K. That was what I spent on that project. What did the project get me? International award, a trip to Dubai in December and April the next year. They sponsored us to Dubai twice. The first one, they gave us $1,355 cash. The second one, they gave us $200. How much in total? Plus me going to Dubai twice. What did I do? Assuming I say, okay, my initiative is not energy, I will just leave it. Will I get the trip? No. It's not energy. I had to do what? Do energy related projects and show them that this is energy. If you like, don't be smart. Say, okay, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. You stay one place, you will not grow. You have to be smart. I was doing shoemaking before, shoemaking, bag making. The thing no dey pay me, dey pay me. I had to leave it and focus on the one that is paying me. Unless you like your condition now, you like it, maybe you like it, that's why you're comfortable being in one place. You have to be smart and you think, strategize. Like, so the next thing we'll talk about is, okay, so I'm trying to get where I stopped. Yeah, some people ask me about budgeting, right? How you can write a good budget. The funders, they need you to be transparent. You need to be transparent. Some of the grants that are not in naira, they will ask you, maybe the grant is in, let me say, like $5,000. Now you need to tell them how you intend to use it. Some grants will ask you to, like, they will have columns. Most of the applications I've done, they will give you a spreadsheet for the budget. They will give you a spreadsheet to put in all the stuffs you needed. You write the naira equivalent and the um dollar equivalent, and then just be transparent. Don't come and maybe exchange rate is 1,500. Let me say you're writing this thing today. Today is 5th of February, and exchange rate of dollar to naira is 1,500. And you went and write 1,000 for them. If they check the date, they'll see that you lied. So you have to check online what's the exchange rate, convert it there. show them how you use the fund. Everybody want to see value for the money they are spending, even if it's 5,000 naira they're giving you. They want to see how you spent it. They want to see how you spent it. My brother know that. Before I give him money, you will tell me how you want to use the money. You will tell me. And if you refuse to tell me, I will tell you, before I got this money, I also wrote budgets. I wrote proposal. I wrote grants. I applied before I was able to get it. So if I'm going to give you anything from my own income, because we do projects, we give for my organization, after doing project, we give out stipends to those that participated. Okay, now I want to give you something from my own share of money, and you don't want to give me a breakdown of how you will use it. I will not give you. You give me a breakdown how you want to do it. You give me a breakdown. Then the next thing is, I talked about monitoring and evaluation. Some organization will ask you for audit, like this one I got today now. They needed audit. So whatever, one thing that makes me to laugh is, okay, I remember sometime, was it in 2023, a friend of mine got admission abroad. He needed some money. So he told me, oh, can you help me with some money? I told him, I don't have money. He said, but you have been winning grants. I told him, yes, I want grant, but it's not for me, it's for my organization. I mean, if you're winning grants, yes, that's an organization money. My organization is different from me. And I write reports. I show how I spend the money. I give my funders the report and give them the receipt of everything I do. So are you expecting me to come and carry my organization money and give you? It's not my personal money. So that's what some people don't understand. They feel like, oh, you are rich, you are rich. Yeah, somebody told me when I got the scholarship, I was trying to raise funds for my flight and ticket. He told me, Jennifer, you get money now. Why are you doing this? You have money. I said, which money? If I show you my account, I don't have money in my account. Whatever I'm getting is, I'm giving stipend for projects. So that's the stipend I'm also using. So what are you expecting me? I should come and carry organization money and eat? I'm not even the only one in the organization. We have founders, we have team members, we have volunteers. So that's it. So then show cost effectiveness. Don't be too extravagant when you're writing the budget. Don't be too extravagant. Most of the budgets, you use spreadsheet for it. If you don't know how to use spreadsheet, download the Google spreadsheet and learn how to use it. You can use spreadsheet to write your budget. Then going to the AI. AI, please, if you have a question, be jotting down your questions. How to use AI to write better proposals and ACEs. In 2022, a friend of mine was talking to me about ChatGPT. That was when it came out newly. He was telling me ChatGPT. Yeah, he's an engineer. I told him, guy, I'm not interested. I won't use ChatGPT. 2022, I said I will not use ChatGPT. And I was getting what? Rejections. Before the guy now told me how to use ChatGPT. Yeah, he told me about prompt engineering. How you tell ChatGPT, how you instruct it. ChatGPT will not replace your brain. Why some people make mistakes is they ask you a question. Okay, what is the problem you are trying to solve? You copy the question exactly like that. What is the problem you are trying to solve? You put it in ChatGPT. Wow. ChatGPT will give you the same answer it gave to other people that ask the same question. ChatGPT will still give you that same answer. How do you intend to solve this problem? 500 ways. You copy it like that. Wow, in ChatGPT. It will give you the same response it gave to everybody. So what's this prompt engineering all about? How do you use ChatGPT? How do you use AI tools effectively? You need to do what? You will write that project you want to do, that thing in your mind, that project you want to do. You copy out all the requirements of this grant or the proposal or whatever you're doing. Copy out all the requirements and then put it there and give it instruction. Now look at this requirement, look at everything about this grant, and then look at what you want to do. ChatGPT is not supposed to replace you as a human. It's just to enhance your writing. You now write what you want to do. You write it for ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT, look at what you want to do. And then let it now do what? Enhance it or make it better or make it to suit that application. And when you get the response from ChatGPT, you still have to go back and use your human brain and read it, edit it, write it, rewrite, make it to suit the application. So if you use it in this way, you see that it's just like an aid. It's not replacing you as a human. It's just serving as an aid to help you to better your write-up. When I started doing this in 2023, I started getting positive feedbacks, not only about using ChatGPT, but then I changed my idea. Like I said in the first training, I talked about pivoting, how you change your idea. Don't be stagnant. If this thing is not working, change it. Change it. Don't be stagnant and stubborn that you will not change. It's this idea you want to do. If it's not working, guy, change them. So then, what are other AI tools apart from ChatGPT? You can use Grammarly to check your grammar. Don't come and write jargons and submit. Check your grammar, correct the grammar. If you write more than the word count, there are some AI tools you can use to do it too. Like this QBoot, you can use it to paraphrase. You can use QBoot to, I think you can use it to reduce or summarize. Depends on the number of things you wrote. If it is above the word count, you can use it to adjust it to fit into the word count. Remember what I said, ChatGPT will not think for you. You have to think and then tell ChatGPT what you want. Sometimes ChatGPT will provoke me. I'll tell ChatGPT, you are so dumb. I'll insult ChatGPT because it's not giving me what I want. Like, I'm telling you to do this and you're doing another thing. ChatGPT will apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I made a mistake, blah, blah, blah. But then, so I'm not trying to say you should just depend 100% on ChatGPT, but you have to use your brain and write, and then use it to enhance your writing, like an aid. It's an aid to help you to work smartly. You work smartly. That's why some people will use their brain and write finish. Another person that uses ChatGPT will write and win that thing. You that use your brain, because you did not use it well, the one that used ChatGPT to enhance his or her work will now get it. So for those looking for agricultural related grants, sustainable agriculture, like the African Development Bank, Green Climate Fund, these ones that provide sustainable agriculture. Then all the grants we share in the group. So many people, they don't open link. If you need to make it, you need to struggle, you need to strive, you need to work hard. Don't relax. I suffer myself. I leave what I'm doing. Like, I left everything I'm supposed to do. I got the grant, I got the links, I shared it with you. And you don't want to open it. And you're still looking for sustainable agriculture grants when they food the group. Education grants, food that group. Open the links. All those links we are sending, be opening them. Don't just look at them and scroll. You have to open links. So what I do is I use Opera Mini. Why I'm using Opera Mini is because it saves all the tabs that I've opened. Any tab I open, I'll go through it. If this is related to what I do, climate, education, gender, I will write it down. I have Jota. I split it. I use paper to split the sections. I have where I write the number, the name of the grant, the deadline, and then if I apply, I will mark it good. Anyone I apply, I mark it good. I work with those deadlines. So even before the deadline, I already know what is in that application. That's what some people don't know. You see me doing something on the deadline, you come and follow me and be doing it on the deadline. I've already gone through the application. I've started preparing my mind for it. I've started thinking of what I will use for the application, how I'm going to get all the requirements that I needed, if I'm going to do a video. But you did not open it beforehand. I posted it 1 hour remaining. You follow me and rush into deadline. You're doing 1 hour remaining. But me, I already know what is in the question. I already know what I'm going to answer. In video, maybe I've done the video or I know what I'll say in the video. It won't take me time. Maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I'm done. I'll submit. And maybe I'll still get it. So give a lot of time. Like open links. Yeah, I'm seeing all of you. Welcome. So open the links. I will not do the opening of links for you. So many links are coming in. In fact, myself, I've not opened so many links because sometimes I get overwhelmed. I say, let me finish the ones I've opened. Grants are plenty. Grants, like there are millions of grants. There are millions of grants. As long as you have a smartphone, you are good to go. Those that needed tech grants, the same thing I'm also saying. There are so many grants that you need to you can apply for. There are so many of them. Sorry, I'm trying to get the last. Okay, I think I'm done. Also use storytelling. People get engaged when you tell a story. Don't come and be telling them abstract things. Like relate it to humans. Like don't make it too abstract so that it gets boring. But if you are telling a story, you create a hook. Like you hook your audience, you engage them. Like they will not want to leave because you are telling a story, an interesting story. They want to know how this thing ended. That's the best way to write a grant. So create that hook. Use storytelling method. Use storytelling method. I'm open for one-on-one mentorship. If you want, we can talk about it. Proofreading, editing, review, anything you want, or your CV. I'm open to that. That's the services we provide at Team of Cyclists. So if you have any question, comment, you're good to go. You can ask your question. Thank you. Can you give me a okay? John said, what if you are trying to solve a community problem and there are no recorded data online, especially for your community or even for the state? Can you give me one example? Let me tell you that there is data online. Give me one example of the problem. John, give me an example of the community problem you want to solve. St. Julius said, can I use the idea of teaching people tech skills to apply for grant? That's very perfect. You know why it is perfect? It fall into teaching, it fall into tech. You can use it to apply for tech grants, you can use it to apply for teaching grants. It fall into these categories. John, give me the example of community problem you're talking about. So while we wait for John, any other question or comment? I'm seeing so many people here and you can't even comment. It's only one person that is here. If you like the session, comment. Let me see. Oh, you're happy with the session and what you've learned today. I want to see feedbacks. Uh-huh. So someone said, do you write for people who want to apply for grants and how much? You can ask me that on my DM in WhatsApp. Yes, we provide some services. We write if you want us to write for you. If you want us to teach you how to write it one-on-one, we do that. If you want us to review what you wrote, we do that. So you can send me a DM on that. Okay. John said the number of sachet water consumed per day. Is that the community problem? Are you trying to solve the problem of plastic pollution? I guess that's what you're talking about. You want to solve the problem like the sachet water that, yes, plastic pollution, good. Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency in 2022, they reviewed the number of pollutions. 32 million tons of waste are generated in Nigeria. And then out of these 32 million tons, 2.5 million tons are plastic waste and they end up in the Atlantic Ocean. Use the Nigeria scenario. If you go online, data on plastic pollution in Nigeria, you will see a lot of them. Now you tell them, okay, this is the waste that is being generated in Nigeria. Now, your community is inside Nigeria, shey? Is inside Nigeria. Now tell them, in your own community, look at how you intend to reduce this waste that's being generated in Nigeria. Look at how you intend to do it in your own community. Look at how you intend to reduce it. So the data must not be the name of your community. Okay, I'm working on textile waste. I've not seen data on Nigeria textile waste. What did I see data on? The global textile emission. So I'm using that, the global textile emission, the data I got on the global textile emission. That's what I'm using. Because I've not seen a data in Nigeria about textile pollution, or in my state, or in my community. I'm using the global data I got. What's the section? What percentage of this global emission do you want to reduce through your work? You now give them a percentage. If you're trying to solve at least 5% of this, you want to reduce it, or 2%, 10%. What's the share? What's your market share? That's when we talk about, if you're writing for business or pitch deck, you have to write your total addressable market. That's the global problem. Serviceable addressable market, maybe your country level. Then serviceable obtainable market, maybe what you intend to obtain from your community level, what you intend to do. So it must not be exactly the data from your community gangan. You can get the data globally, or state, or regional, or country level. Okay. Joseph said, my community does not have access to drinkable water or clean water. That's a very big problem. The second grant I won in 2023 was about clean water access. And that was my first time of working on that clean water access project. And I got the stuff. I won it. Like, I think we are 3 winners in the world. So I was one of the 3. Now, get data on water issue, water related issue. And then you can get pictures. I like to show pictures in what I'm doing. I like to attach my evidence, pictures, proofs. Go to that your community. There are some of the videos in my YouTube channel. I unlisted them, so it will not be public. Maybe after this call, I will make it public. You will see when I worked on drinking water, I had to send my brothers to our stream in our village to get the videos of the water that we fetch there. I did not just come and tell them my village water is not good for drinking. I sent my brother, I sent his friend. They went there, and luckily a woman came to fetch the water. They had to interview the woman and get the videos for me. And I attached all the links there. So if I'm telling you we don't have access to clean water, I'll be showing you the video. You'll be seeing it. So it's not like AI video. It's live video. From the pathway to the stream, they videoed everything down to the stream. Now, somebody that is telling me we don't have access to clean water, and somebody that showed you evidence, who will you choose? If you are the person to give money, who will you choose between these two? So people like to see evidence. You want to see what evidence, even if you do not have data on that, go and get the pictures, get the videos, interview some people, and get the evidence, put it in Google Drive, get the link, attach it to them. If you're telling them about the problem, be showing them. People want to see. They want to see. Show them the problem. So, okay, Keneshuku said, what did you call that boot we can use for review and summarizing? You can use Q boot. Then you can search online, test summarizer, or grammar checker. When you search it online, you will see it. Yeah, thank you all for the good comment. Okay, someone asked, and Blessing said, what about when it comes to issues of older people living with dementia in my community? Yeah, you can also maybe interview 1 or 2 persons. I know there's a project I'm trying to do related to disability. I've already gotten some people I want to interview in similar cases, so that if I'm telling somebody, give me money, I want to solve this problem, I'll be showing you picture, I'll be showing you evidence, I'll be showing you the interview I did and how the person is saying the problems or whatever he or she needed. I'll be showing you evidence. Evidence is very important. If you are ready to win something, this is 2025 January, okay, we're in February now. Yeah, I want testimonies. How many testimonies did we get today in the group? Like about 2 or 3 testimonies. Congratulations, right? Last month we got so many congratulations. I want it to keep flowing throughout this year. So you need to be strategic, be serious about what you're doing. Okay, Nemeka, check are you in the WhatsApp group? If you're not there, check the group, this YouTube, check the channel description. You will see the link to the WhatsApp group, the Telegram, and other stuffs. Okay. Someone asked me, are there grants solely for research? Say your previous work is only a webinar. Yes, there are grants, research grants, even educational grants. You can use your research idea to apply for educational grants. that your webinar, what are you talking about in that webinar? Do you know you can use that your webinar to apply for both climate, health, depending on what you're talking of in the webinar. If you're talking of climate, you're talking of health, disability, waste, whatever you're talking of, you can use it to apply for tech. That webinar, is it not technological device you used to do the webinar? Now that I'm talking to you, I'm using my technological device, right? Do you know this thing is related to tech? Or you're waiting for when you develop one software and you call it tech? What else is tech? You're using tech. If it is tech enabled, you're using tech to communicate. All of you, have not seen so many of you in that group. In fact, most of my closest friends in that my WhatsApp group, I've never seen them face to face. But it's tech that made us to come together. We did not know each other from anywhere before, but we all came together because of tech, right? So that your webinar, what topic are you talking of in that webinar? If you're talking of health, that your webinar, you can use it to apply for health grant. You can use it to apply for educational grant because you're teaching people. You can use it to apply for research grant. Okay, you have videos, you have pictures. So what are you still waiting for? Start using it to, win grants. Yeah, Fatima, thank you so much. The WhatsApp group link is in the description of this YouTube channel. Yeah, the videos, the pictures. In 2022, I didn't know about all these things. That's why you need to meet people, talk with people, discuss with people. Like I said, the idea I'm working on, I got the inspiration from a conversation. Two people were having a conversation on their own. I was eavesdropping, like not intentionally, I was just sitting there. And they said something that entered my head. I said, guy, I've gotten inspiration. This is what I'll work on. Because that period I was thinking of what I'm going to work on. And it entered immediately. And I started working on it. And it paid. When I talk about putting links, putting videos, it's from a group. We were having a random conversation. Someone talked about how she normally include links. I said, guy, this one a new method though. No wonder she's getting stuffs. I started including links. Now I'm saying it, I'm not even hiding it. Put links, put videos, show evidence in what you're doing. Q boots. Let me spell it. Someone is asking for the spelling. QUILLBOT. Check if you can see it. I just sent it to the chat. Q boot. Any other question? Is there any question I omitted? Any other question? So shall we end the session? If you love this session, can I see good, beautiful emojis? Send me emojis. Let me know that, oh, you enjoyed the session. Send me, send me, send me. Yeah, Aloy, I'm seeing you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. How to do a project on agric sustainability for grants. Can you give me an example of your idea? Because I need to know what you have in mind. Then I'll now help you to restructure it. Make sure you join the WhatsApp group because in the next grant writing session we'll be holding, I'll be asking questions in the group. What are the topics you want me to speak on? That's how I got these topics I'm speaking on today. I don't just want to come and start talking. I want to say what you guys want to hear. What is the topic? What's the pain point? What do you want to learn? So make sure you join the WhatsApp group and engage in the activities happening in the group. Someone is asking for agri sustainability. Can I get your question? Do you have any idea, or you just like agric and you want to work on that, or you have a project idea already? Yeah, thank you all. Jeremiah, can you give me example of what you're talking about? Because this sustainability of a thing in agriculture, it has to do with like climate smart agriculture, or waste management in the agricultural sector, how you can use technology to maybe dictate crop disease at an early stage and how to solve it. Depends on what you want to work on. Like even livestock farming is in agriculture. Crop production is in agriculture. So what do you want to work on? And then you can research on the sustainability aspect of it. Okay, you said that's the problem I have because I don't even have an idea of agri sustainability. I want to look, okay, climate smart, water stress. Okay, you don't have an idea yet. One thing I keep advising people is you should try out so many things. Try out so many things. If you don't have any idea now, apply for all the grants. What it will make you to do is to think critically. You will start thinking, if you see grants related to education, think out of a project in education, apply. If you see grant related to health, think of a project in health, apply. Some grants we want you to share your ideas. Some of them will need your ideas. Then after the idea, they will give you the money to implement the project. So just give them, like, apply for so many things if you don't have any idea now. When you start applying for so many things, the ones that you get you get more, then focus on that. Like throughout 2022, I was applying for everything, until I decided to focus on climate because that's where I finally found my passion. I became passionate about climate. I said, let me focus on climate. So you can do the same thing if you don't have an idea now. You may think, oh, I want agric, and you explore other sections, and probably you may find interest in other sections. Any other question or comment? Okay, so in the absence of questions, comments, I hope I'll see you guys in the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for joining, and have a wonderful evening. I love you all. Bye. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe if you have not subscribe so you get, and you can turn on your notifications so you get updates when I post videos or do trainings. I'll post videos very soon. For now, I'm still organizing the channel and putting it in different categories. Then when it's right, I'll start posting videos apart from the live sessions. So if you have not subscribed, try and subscribe. Then join the WhatsApp, Telegram. The Telegram is important because any training we conclude, I post it in the Telegram group. In case you are not able to join the training or you missed out, then you go to the Telegram and it will take you to the training. So thank you. Bye.